Hello student, how are you? I hope you are fine and safe. Today we are going to start History Classics Chapter 1 What, Where, How and When. Dear student, you are coming to class 6 from class 5th. So, history is a new subject for you. First, I tell you about the history. What is history? History is derived from the Greek word hysteria, which means learning or knowing by inquiry. In other words, when the past are studied carefully and systematically on the basis of available material and records, it's called history. And the person who carries out such studies and records finding such things is called historian. A question arises in your mind is what is need to study history? Dear student, our present to totally based on our past. We learn many things from our past. Without understanding the past, we cannot express the things perfectly in the present, and sometimes we also think that how people live in the past, what kind of food did they eat, what kind of houses did they live, what kind of clothes did they own. To find out all these questions, we need to discuss history. According to time frame, history generally classified into two periods. First is prehistory and second one is history. Prehistory, it is the time period that people had no idea about the writing, and all the information of these periods is totally based on the archaeological source. History. In this period, we have information in written form with the evidence. Now, the history also classified in three periods: ancient history, medieval history and modern history. The ancient period of India extends from the time of human emerge of about AD 712. Now, we have a question how the historian arrange the events. They do it in the chronological order. Events first followed by event that happen later. So let's understand the chronological order. In history, we find dates with BC and AD. AD. BC is the short form of before Christ and the AD means Anno Domini. That's in the year of the Lord. Now, here I show you a timeline about BC to AD. AD is the Anno Domini and BC is the before Christ. AD is usually written before the number, for example AD 150, which means 150 year after the birth of Christ, and in the recent times we usually do not put AD before the year. The dates for BC go backward. Thus, 332 BC will be before 185 BC. To calculate the number of years between a dates in BC and one is AD, the two should be added together. For example, 250 BC and 150 BC AD means 250 plus 150 is equal to 400 year. Now our next topic is source material. Have you ever wondered as to how the historians are able to tell us about events which happened long time back? Historians are more like detectives. They have conclusions from clue and evidence, which are also called source material, which are of two types. First one is the archaeological source and second one is the literary source. Archaeological source material are artifacts like toys, weapons, jewelry, coins, tools, pottery, inscriptions, and many monuments. These monuments made and used by the early human, and by the studying them the historian tell about the skills man had mastered and about the lifestyle of early human, about the some social and economic conditions, about trade between India and other countries. Inscriptions. Inscriptions. Writing in a great rocks, pillars, metal plates and clay wall of temple and houses, so on, called inscriptions. They provide a lot of information about the rulers of that time of government, the language in used and the literary skill of those times. Monuments, temple, palaces, fort and other sculptures built for some special purpose are called monuments. They give information about the occasion on which they were built and the artistic skill of that time. Talk about the literary source. All the literary sources refer to the written record of the past. Most written record of past of the available literary sources have handwritten documents, that is called manuscript. Manuscript is a handwritten record of past, relatively written in the bark of birch tree or palm leaf. Inscriptions also include in written record. Literary source also two types. First one is the religious source. Religious source literature on the religious themes are called religious literature. For example, Vedas, Bud Buddhi Buddhist literature and Jainas literature are the more example of religious literature. And next one is the secular literature. Literature not connected with the religion is called secular literature. For example, Arthashastra, that written by the Kautilya, and Abhigyan Sakuntalam, that is written by the Kalidas. Let's discuss about the some valuable information that given in our NCERT book. First, see the Narmada River. Narmada River people used to live on its bank on several thousand years ago. People who lived here were skilled hunter and gatherer. Gatherer are those people who collect their food from the forest. They collect fruits, roots and other forest produce. They also hunted animal. Now come to northwest. Look at the Suleiman and Kirthari near the Indu rivers. These were the areas where humans learned to first grow crops such as the wheat and barley about 8,000 years ago. People also rear animals such as sheep, goat and cattle. Now come to northeast of the locate Gaurav Hills and also Vindhyas, central India. These were those areas where agriculture developed. North of Vindhya, rice was first grown. Indu River and its tributary from 4,700 years ago, earliest city flourished on its bank. Now see river Ganga, its tributary son 2005 years ago, city developed on the bank of river Ganga, and one most powerful kingdom was set up Magad bank of river Ganga. Now talk about the name of our country, India. The name is derived from the name of Indus or Sindhu river and has been in use in Greek since Herodotus in 4th century BC. Another name of our country is Bharat. Bharat is the official Sanskrit name of the country derived from the ancient India text, which name is Bharat Varsh. So now we conclude the history that we read in the result of the lifelong research of many scholars. So love your history, it helps us to understand our cultural root. So now today's our topic is complete. Thank you.